Hello everybody and welcome to my channel again. So for the last 4 days I've been just fiddling around with this helicopter, and then I figured out that each and everything is actually not properly working on this. And then I saw some tutorials on YouTube, people just fixing their helicopters and all, but I haven't seen any video, like specific video for this type. And then I thought I need to DIY it. That means do it yourself. So I just came up with some of the solutions to make this work anyway. So the first thing what I did was I had to remove the main rotor head, which was like pretty easy. So I just had to unscrew two of these. These are washout arms, and the blade pitch linkages. So here it is. These two arms, these two bowlings, and there's a small screw here which gets open up. I hope you can see it. Yep. And there's one more screw which is also called as a Jesus nut in main helicopters. So just unscrew it and the rod just pops out right away. Then what I did, I took one of these fancy, like cheap cable ties. It's actually a smaller size, so I had to wrap it around in such a way that this should be aligned with the swash plate. And for each swash plate head, I had to make sure that the center, the gap in the middle, is the same on every bowling head. So this was about a 1 hour job for me, because I really don't know how to do it properly and precisely, so it took me an hour or so. Then what I did was I also changed the esky on my helicopter, because this comes with a cheap ESCs. It's not even rated. I think it's probably around 20-25 amps, so I don't trust these. And plus it has a JST connector, but all of my batteries had the traditional XT60, so I had to change the ESC as well. This is BL Heli. It's a good quality ESC at 30 amps rated. And yeah, so the receiver is 6-channel. Yeah, don't bother about this until I'm gonna change it. So just for testing purpose, I'm using this receiver. Not gonna fly it anyway. And then this had a Metal Gear MG90S servo, which was also not centered, and the throw on this one was around like 100%. So I had to reduce the throw on this servo, because here you have really small play on the tail rotor, so I don't really need that much play on the tail servo. So I think it's around 60 to 65%. So I had to reduce the endpoints on the servo. So now this is centered. So what I did to center it was, first thing I had to make sure this, just a second, yep, this part has to be in the middle. So first of all I had to make sure this part has to be in the middle, and then I had to unscrew one of these screws, two screws actually. So then this servo can be adjusted by moving these arms, so which adjusted this link here and I had to make sure the tail rotor is at 0 degrees pitch. So I hope it makes sense, but let's see. And then all the servos are centered mechanically first, and then I had to change the sub trim for some servos like these. This is actually a elevator servo, if I'm not wrong, and this one is a pitch servo, and this one is the L1 servo. So let me go ahead and just plug the battery, and then I'll show you how does it work. So first of all, I'm going to turn on the transmitter. Then I'm going to plug the battery. I'm making sure that 2 of the ESC wires are plugged out, because you don't want any trouble while starting it. So here we go. That's it. It's plugged in. And then I'm going to go to pitch curve, making sure that it's totally centered properly. You can see the line raising up, and then I'm going to stop it here at middle, which is at 2. So totally centered now. So I'm not going to touch it now. I'm going to keep it aside, and then I'm going to see the servos, the swash plate working. So from here, let me focus it. Then you can see here, like all the linkages are centered properly. Let's see this way. So all of them are centered. Then I'm gonna see if it's working properly. So for L1, turn right, the swash is gonna move right. To the left, it moves left. If it goes back, it should come back, but I don't know why it's not working. I have tried every possible thing on this, like changing the angle, changing the channels of the servos, reversing it, but it just messed up my swash. So I'm gonna go with this. So forward means backwards, backward means forward. If anyone knows how to do the setup for this radio, please comment below, because I have done everything to do. Yeah, so it's been a long work for me to just understand the concept of this helicopter working. So in the next video, I'm gonna show you how to balance the main blades and adjust all these linkages, these washout arms. Yeah, I'm gonna try my best to do and learn a few new things about